My name is Neph Givens, and I am a Media Arts and Entertainment Technology student at Mott Community College. I came to Mott because I'm 29 years old and I dropped out of school 10 years ago. I was attending Kent State University and I transferred here, and life was really hard at home, so I ended up dropping out of school. A few years ago, I came back to school. I decided to come back to school, and I decided to come to Mott because Mott has a wonderful media arts and entertainment technology program. I knew that coming here would mean that I could develop as a student. I could develop my craft, work on my craft, better my craft. I love videography, and being in this environment and in this school, learning from the best, learning from my peers, being able to network, it's really helped me be able to be better with my craft, be better with my camera work, be better with my editing. I used to live with my aunt, and I was 8 years old, and she lives in Pontiac, Michigan. That's where I was born and spent a little bit of my childhood. I used to go to her house, and we always used to watch movies together. We would watch movies all the time, all day, all night. I used to look at the movies that we watch, and I would love the stories. You know, we would watch really compelling stories, and I used to watch and say, you know what, I want to do that. I would love to tell stories. I would love to work with cameras, and I used to go to her house and make cameras out of soap boxes and tissue rolls, you know, because I just loved everything about it. Being in media, being able to storytell, being able to craft and construct a story just with a camera is amazing to me.
Candidates weren't the only ones racing to the polls. Flint residents drove to their registered polling stations to cast their votes.
Being on some type of set is absolutely amazing to me. Just being able to piece together something out of thin air and craft and construct it to compel to audiences and people and tell a story to people that they may not have ever heard, or tell stories that they may have heard but in different ways.
Church attendance across the U.S. has been leaving pastors and worship leaders in shambles as their once loyal attendees are gone and never returned after a sick and shut-in hiatus due to COVID.
You know, everything about media excites me and gets me, you know, looking for the next thing on how I can have my hand in it, how I can learn that. I want to dive into it. I want to get more knowledge in it, just because every aspect of media really speaks to me and compels to me, for sure. I'm married. I've been married for 7 years in May. Me and my husband, we have 3 children, 2 toddlers and an infant. And so that's been really trying, especially going to school and being a wife and a mom. But family is great. Family is what keeps me going. You know, I come home days from filming and doing projects and editing, long hours of shooting, and it gets draining. But, you know, look at the kids, look at the family, and, you know, those are things that keep me going. Those are pieces of motivation that, you know, get me up and get me coming here, get me on the computer editing, get me doing things that intimidate me, but I end up learning and accomplishing and digging deeper into those things. Like, you know, family is what keeps me going. I actually graduate on my wedding anniversary. So I am super excited to be concluding this chapter. It will be an experience that I'm looking forward to. I don't have much left, really. It's just this, and then it's off to the next thing. I think I'm going to continue to intern with sports teams and local sports programs. I think that's something that I'm really looking forward to, is continuing to intern I will apply for jobs just to try to get out there and see what I can pick up. But right now, my goal is to focus more on developing, getting more knowledge, getting more hands-on experience, building my resume. That's my main focus right now. Documentary, I think, is one of my hardest classes that I've taken. But I think this semester, is just coming along as it's my conclusion to my time here at MOP, and so I think that's what's more difficult is that I know that I'm getting ready to fly away from the nest and take what I've learned from here